Continuing with Numbers 7:84. This was the dedication of the altar in the day when it was anointed by the princes of Israel. 12 dishes of silver, 12 silver bowls, 12 spoons of gold, each dish of silver weighing 130 shekels, each bowl 70. All the silver vessels weighed 2,400 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary. The golden spoons were 12, full of incense, weighing 10 shekels apiece after the shekel of the sanctuary. All the gold of the spoons was 120 shekels. All the oxen for the burnt offerings were 12 bullocks, the rams 12, the lambs of the first year 12, with their meal offering, and the kids of the goats for sin offering 12. And all the oxen for the sacrifice of the peace offerings were 24 bullocks, the rams 60, the he goats 60, the lambs of the first year 60. This was the dedication of the altar after it was anointed. And when Moshe was gone into the tent of meeting to speak with him, then he heard the voice speaking to him from off the covering that was upon the ark of the testimony, from between the two cherubim, and it spoke to him. And the Lord spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to Aaron, and say to him, When thou lightest the lamps, the 7 lamps shall give light towards the body of the candlestick. And Aaron did so. He lighted its lamps over against the body of the candlestick, as the Lord commanded Moshe. And this was the work of the candlestick. It was of beaten gold, from its shaft to its flowers. It was beaten work according to the pattern which the Lord had shown Moshe. So he made the candlestick. And the Lord spoke to Moshe, saying, Take the Levites from among the children of Israel and cleanse them, and thus shalt thou do to them to cleanse them. Sprinkle water of purifying on them, and let them shave all their flesh, and let them wash their clothes, and so make themselves clean. Then let them take a young bullock with its meal offering, even fine flour mingled with oil, and another young bullock shalt thou take for a sin offering. And thou shalt bring the Levites before the tent of meeting, and thou shalt gather the whole assembly of the children of Israel together, and thou shalt bring the Levites before the Lord. And the children of Israel shall put their hands upon the Levites, and Aaron shall offer the Levites before the Lord for an offering of the children of Israel, that they may execute the service of the Lord. And the Levites shall lay their hands upon the heads of the bullocks, and thou shalt offer the one for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering to the Lord, to make atonement for the Levites. And thou shalt set the Levites before Aaron and before his sons, and offer them for a wave offering to the Lord. Thus thou shalt separate the Levites from among the children of Israel, and the Levites shall be mine. And after that shall the Levites go in to do the service of the tent of meeting. And thou shalt cleanse them, and offer them for an offering, for they are wholly given to me from among the children of Israel, instead of such as open every womb. The firstborn of all the children of Israel have I taken them to me. For all the firstborn of the children of Israel are mine, both man and beast. On the day that I smote every firstborn in the land of Mitzrayim, I sanctified them for myself. And I have taken the Levites for all the firstborn of the children of Israel. And I have given the Levites as a gift to Aaron and to his sons from among the children of Israel, to do the service of the children of Israel in the tent of meeting, and to make atonement for the children of Israel, that there may be no plague among the children of Israel when the children of Israel come near to the sanctuary. And Moshe and Aaron and all the congregation of the children of Israel did to the Levites according to all that the Lord commanded Moshe concerning the Levites. So did the children of Israel to them. And the Levites were purified, and they washed their clothes, and Aaron offered them as an offering before the Lord. And Aaron made atonement for them to cleanse them. And after that the Levites went in to do their service in the tent of meeting before Aaron and before his sons, as the Lord had commanded Moshe concerning the Levites, so they did to them. And the Lord spoke to Moshe, saying, This is that which belonged to the Levites from 25 years old upward, they shall go in to wait upon the service of the tent of meeting, and from the age of 50 years they shall go out of the ranks of the service, and shall serve no more, but shall minister with their brothers in the tent of meeting, to keep the charge, and shall do no service. Thus shalt thou do to the Levites as regards their charge. And the Lord spoke to Moshe in the wilderness of Sinai in the first month of the 2nd year after they were come out of the land of Mitzrayim, saying, Let the children of Israel also keep the Passover at its appointed season. In the 14th day of this month at evening you shall keep its appointed season, according to all the rites of it, and according to all the ceremonies of it shall you keep it. And Moshe spoke to the children of Israel that they should keep the Passover. And they kept the Passover on the 14th day of the first month that evening in the wilderness of Sinai. According to all that the Lord commanded Moshe, so did the children of Israel. That they should keep the Passover. And they kept the Passover on the 14th day of the first month at evening in the wilderness of Sinai, according to all that the Lord commanded Moshe. So did the children of Israel. And there were certain men who were defiled by the dead body of a man that could not keep the Passover on that day. And they came before Moshe and before Aaron on that day. And those men said to him, We are defiled by the dead body of a man. Why are we kept back that we may not offer an offering of the Lord in its appointed season among the children of Israel? And Moshe said to them, Stand still, and I will hear what the Lord will command concerning you. And the Lord spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, If any man of you or your posterity shall be unclean by reason of a dead body, or be on a journey afar off, yet he shall keep the Passover to the Lord. On the 14th day of the 2nd month at evening they shall keep it, and eat it with the unleavened bread and bitter herbs. They shall leave none of it till the morning, nor break any bone of it. According to all the ordinances of the Passover they shall keep it. But the man that is clean and is not on a journey and fails to keep the Passover, then that person shall be cut off from among his people, because he has brought not the offering of the Lord in its appointed season. That man shall bear his sin. And if a stranger shall sojourn among you, and will keep the Passover to the Lord, according to the ordinance of the Passover, and according to its prescribed manner, so shall he do. You shall have one ordinance, both for the stranger and for him that was born in the land. And on the day that the tabernacle was erected, the cloud covered the tabernacle, namely the tent of the testimony. And at evening there was upon the tabernacle, as it were, the appearance of fire until the morning. So it was always the cloud covered it by day, and the appearance of fire by night. And when the cloud was taken up from the tabernacle, then after that the children of Israel journeyed, and in the place where the cloud abode, there the children of Israel encamped. At the commandment of the Lord the children of Israel journeyed, and at the commandment of the Lord they encamped. As long as the cloud abode upon the tabernacle, they remained encamped. And when the cloud tarried long upon the tabernacle many days, then the children of Israel kept the charge of the Lord, and journeyed not. And at times it was that the cloud was a few days upon the tabernacle. According to the commandment of the Lord they remained encamped, and according to the commandment of the Lord they journeyed. And at times it was that the cloud abode from evening until morning, and that the cloud was taken up in the morning, then they journeyed. Whether it was by day or by night that the cloud was taken up, they journeyed. Or whether it was 2 days or a month or a year that the cloud tarried upon the tabernacle, remaining over it, the children of Israel remained encamped, and journeyed not. But when it was taken up, they journeyed. At the commandment of the Lord they remained encamped, and at the commandment of the Lord they journeyed. They kept the charge of the Lord, at the commandment of the Lord, by the hand of Moshe. That's Numbers up to 10:1.